children understand about giving that is not only so inherent, it's so simple.
Yeah.
And I think of, like companies like Apple who make things simple.
Oh, I like that.
I have my best friend's son is 2 years old and knows how to FaceTime me.
Wow.
That's terrifying, actually. But the fact that they can understand green, red, call, hang up, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
How can the church, how can tech companies, how can we create a movement to make generosity and the complex thought of giving simple, once again?
Yeah, I mean, some of it is actually in the technology, right? It's creating user interfaces, it's creating user experiences that remove the barriers, especially if we want to capitalize on the fact that people interact with their phones, people interact with marketplaces and products already today in a certain way. We shouldn't resist against that. We should try to leverage that. We should try to leverage all the innovation and technology that have been invested, billions and billions of dollars invested by tech companies like Apple to train society in a certain way to be able to get things done on their phone, whether it's work or personal or purchasing things online. And so as easy as it is to now consume on the internet, to consume on an online platform, to consume through an app, it should be that easy to be able to give. I mean, Overflow, we're innovating every day, right? Eventually, and actually not into the far distant future, you're going to be able to give in so many ways. Apple Pay, Venmo, all these things that you're already using in your day-to-day. Why isn't that present in some of our giving apps, in some of our applications that we're inviting people to use to be able to be generous towards our organization? I think the spiritual dynamic is what you said, though. How do we continue to remind people and refresh people in the fact that it's as simple as that childlike faith you once had? That childlike faith, if you did come from a good family and you had trust in your parents, you had a good father, right? And even if you didn't, to remind yourself that the reason you're a believer from the first place was because of this revelation that you do have a heavenly father, a father that has your name reserved at his table in heaven. Like, you literally have a reservation at the nicest restaurant. It's called heaven. Like at the most bougie, like, I heard, like, I think the streets are gold and luminescent and, all that type of stuff. Like this is like nothing that we've ever experienced, and God has reserved that, but not only reserved it for a time and a place and a season and a destination, but even Jesus prayed on earth as it is in heaven. That the richness and the abundance and the provision and the protection that exists in heaven that we read about exists on earth as well. That we have that bridge because of Jesus. And if we can just remind ourselves and refresh ourselves in the simplicity of that fact that, oh man, okay, he's not just a father, but he's a good father. He's a father that wants to bless me. I'm not a beggar anymore.